Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, dear brothers and sisters. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. First of all, we thank Allah for the opportunity given for us to complete this Ramadan reminder series this year. And inshallah today I'll be sharing with you a very important topic, passions is beautiful. Whenever we talk about passions, we all know that hardship is an unavoidable experience in life. Every single of us encounter problems, sorrow, anxiety, sadness at some point in our life, right? In our life, in our journey going back to our home there in hereafter. But Islam equips us with a very important spiritual resources for us to make us able to overcome the trials in the world, as long as we put trust in Allah and we believe in Him and we be patient, right? Most of us, whenever, some of us maybe, whenever we are facing a problem, whenever we are having troubles, at the very moment we say, "Oh Allah, why me? Why it has to be me to suffer the loss? Why it has to be me to be unhappy? Why me? Why now?" We ask Allah and we say, "Oh Allah, I'm not happy in this dunya." Dear brothers and sisters, first of all, we need to understand the concept of the dunya. In order for us to attain happiness, we have to understand the concept of the dunya. Because when we fail to understand the concept of the dunya, we might fail to attain happiness in our life. Why? Because the dunya is the place where we're being tested. Right? This is the dunya. Allah said, وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنْفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. Allah will test you with your wealth. Allah will test you with your health. Allah will test you with your child. Allah will test you with the loss of your loved one. Allah will test you. Right? This is the dunya. If you are seeking for happiness without problems, then this is not the place. Because the only place where you don't have to facing troubles or difficulties or problem is there in Jannah, in paradise. But while you are still here in this dunya, you will be tested. But you know what? It's okay to feel sad sometimes. It's okay to feel powerless, to feel hopeless, because that's a natural human being. We feel sad, we feel powerless, right? But Allah and Islam gives us the guidelines, alright, the spiritual resources of how can we actually overcome the problems. Right? Allah said, "Wasta'inu bis-sabri was-salah." Seek help with be patient and perform prayers. This is how this is the guidelines that Allah gives us for those who are having difficulties, for those who are having troubles in life, for those who are facing a problem. Seek help with patience and salah, and this is the most important point of what differentiate between us and the non-believers, because we as a Muslim, we believe in Allah and rely our life on Him, right? But whenever you are facing a problem, you say, "You don't know me, you can only say sabar, you can only say patience." Of course, because we can never underestimate others' trials. We never be in their shoe, right? Our trials is different. It's based on our own capability, alright? But I think it might help. Alright, maybe it can be your source of motivation. Whenever you are facing a problem, try to put this in your mind. There is a hadith from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The mafhum is like, there is no fatigue, there is no distress, there is no anxiety, there is no pain, there is no hurt. Not something so small like when you put your hijab on and the needle prick on your head for a second. That second of pain, except Allah expiate some of your sin. Wouldn't that make you happy? And wouldn't that make us happy to know that your pain is not in vain? That your pain is rewarded. Your pain has a purpose, and the purpose is to bring you and get you close to Allah whenever it's really matter. Right? So whenever you are facing a problem, nothing is easy. Whenever you're being tested, it's never going to be easy. But try to respond to that trials as patient as might. Try to respond to that trial as in a good act, right? To rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for whatever it is, because we are human beings, we are weak, right? So whenever you are facing a problem, always remember that inna Allah ma'as sabirin, Allah with you, right? It's okay to feel sad sometimes, it's okay to feel powerless, it's just normal, it's a natural human being to feel that way. Okay, but as a Muslim, we have to understand that there is a guideline for us. Allah already gave us the guideline to overcome the problems, and tweaks it really matters. Alright, in the Quran there's a lot of ayat saying and telling a story about the prophets and how amazing their patience and how they respond to the trials from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The story of Prophet Ayub alayhi salam, the story of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, how he had gone through different stages in life and how he dealt with it. And it's a very amazing story that we as a Muslim can take it and learn it and implement it in our daily life. So we ask Allah, may Allah reward us and grant us the highest level of faith to respond to these trials with beautiful passion and unshakable trust in Him, inshallah. أظن انتهيت في هذا القدر إن شاء الله. I see you in the next series.